Hello, welcome to Laex. Welcome to our Prelims Marathon session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the places in news. This is part 1 of the video. In this video, let us discuss the top 20 important places in news, and in the second part, we are going to discuss 20 more places in news. In this session, we are going to discuss about these 10 issues and these 10 topics. We are going to discuss in total 20 topics. Notes for this video is available in the form of PDF in the description box. Please check once. Now let us start with this place called Mt.Sinabung. Where is this place located? See, in prelims examination, if you observe the previous questions of UPSC, there are certain questions which are asked directly, like Mt.Sinabung is located, or they will give 2-3 sentences related to Mt.Sinabung and ask the questions. For example, if the question says Mt.Sinabung is located near a ring of fire, that word is important, ring of fire, and nearby there is this lake called Lake Toba. Something like that, they can give the statements. That's why these issues are very, very important for the examination. Mt.Sinabung is in news because in the month of August there's a huge volcanic eruption. That's why this was the news. Mt.Sinabung is in which country? It's in Indonesia. It's in Indonesia in Sumatra Island. North Sumatra, specifically North Sumatran Island. This is very near to Strait of Malacca. This particular the volcano is near to Strait of Malacca. Nearby there is this lake called Lake Toba. So this can be a separate question, and this is near to what? That can be a question. And it is located in which island? Sumatran Island. Mt.Sinabung is an active volcano, and remember, Indonesia is on which place? It is on Ring of Fire. That is why there are more than 200 active volcanoes in Indonesia. This is one of the active volcanoes. Recently, it erupted. See, these are various active volcanoes around the world. Indonesia is located here. In Indonesia, as this is located near Pacific Ring of Fire, there are many places which are prone to active volcanism. So this is Ring of Fire, very, very important. Wherever plate tectonics are there, wherever plate margins are there, volcanic eruption is possible. So please go through the active volcanoes from your geography textbook. The second important location in news is naming of various islands in Andaman and Nicobar. Ross Island, Nei Island, Havelock Island. These 3 islands were named after Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and in memory of him, 3 islands were renamed. And why these islands are important? These are best places for marine turtles, nesting beaches for marine turtles, and there are tribes called Sentinelese tribes living in these islands. Let us see the location exactly where it is. Yes, this one. Havelock Island is renamed as Swaraj Deep. Nei Island is renamed as Shahid Deep. Ross Island is renamed as Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Island. Let us observe other geographical features here. Cocoa Channel. Cocoa Channel is located between what? Cocoa Channel is located between Great Andaman and Middle Andaman. Where this island, Narcondam Island, this is an extinct volcano. Barren Island, this is India's only active volcano. Duncan Passage is located between South Andaman and Little Andaman. 10-degree Channel is located between Andaman Nicobar Islands and Andaman Islands and Nicobar Islands. Indira Point is the last geographical territory of India. This point is beneath the Nicobar Islands. See, these are the islands that are renamed, right? So now, if you see here, this yellow color region, this is designated as tribal reserve. Jarava is a tribe, so Jarava Tribal Reserve. This is designated as Jarava Tribal Reserve. This we should know. And Havelock Island, Nei Island, Ross Island, these 3 are renamed. The next important location is in news is Reunion Island. Very, very important, geopolitically very significant island. This island is a small group of islands near Madagascar. East to the Madagascar, it is located in Indian Ocean region. Reunion is an island which belongs to the country France. And there is this island nearby that is called Mauritius. Mauritius is an independent country. Reunion Island is an island of France. The India and France for the first time have conducted joint patrols from the Reunion Island. Earlier we have conducted coordinated patrols, but this is a joint patrol for the first time. That's why this is very, very important. Reunion Island is a muscarine point. While reading Indian Monsoon, we learn about this word, muscarine point. So muscarine point, and it is a hot spot. Hot spot means weak zone on the earth from where lava can come out, magma can come out. That point is called hot spot. Reunion Island, nearby there is a hot spot also, please remember that. And these two islands, Reunion, Mauritius, these two islands are east towards Madagascar Island, and these two islands are located in Indian Ocean. See, Reunion Island, as we said, it belongs to France, and there are other islands which belong to different countries. For example, in the Indian Ocean, we have British Indian Ocean Territory, so that belongs to UK. And if you go south, French Southern and Antarctic territories. If you go east, in New Caledonia Islands. Likewise, there are many islands which belong to different countries. For example, see here, Canary Islands. These islands, they belong to Spain. Here, if you look here, Caribbean Sea. In Caribbean Sea, there are many islands which belongs to UK and Spain, France, like that. There are many. So you need to go through them carefully. Falkland is another important island which is a disputed island between Argentina and the UK. The next important place in news is Galapagos Island. Very, very important. Galapagos Island. That island belongs to Ecuador. That island is assumed to be the new one which is formed due to the volcanic activity. And in the Galapagos Island, we can observe the evolution of various life forms. So the primitive life form, how it has evolved over a period of time on the earth. The process can be observed over the Galapagos Island. This is a very important study area for many geologists as well as the botanists. And why this was in news? This was in news because there were few Chinese fishing vessels nearby. That's why this was news, and this is protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Very, very important. Galapagos Island is located in which ocean? Pacific Ocean. That belongs to which country? Ecuador. The next important location that is in news is renaming of Chenani-Nashri Tunnel. Chenani-Nashri Tunnel. This was renamed after Shyam Prasad Mukherjee. So now this is called as Shyam Prasad Mukherjee Tunnel. Chenani-Nashri. So these two areas, this tunnel connects Jammu to Srinagar. And there is a road. This is a road tunnel. And this tunnel connects Srinagar and Jammu. As we know, Jammu and Srinagar, in between there are roadways. But during the winter time, these roads get blocked due to the snow and snowfall. Now, they have built this particular tunnel, Chenani-Nashri Tunnel, 9.2 kilometers long tunnel, Asia's longest bidirectional tunnel. It's Asia's longest bidirectional highway tunnel. So that's why it is very significant. It was built in the year 2017 itself, not now. It was built in the year 2017. Recently, it was renamed after Shyam Prasad Mukherjee. Don't ask me who is Shyam Prasad Mukherjee. You need to know about him and read about him if you don't know. See, try to remember this particular tunnel and the name with this picture. Shyam Prasad Mukherjee, and Chenani-Nashri tunnel is renamed after him now. It was started in 2017, completed in 2011. It was started in 2011, completed in 2017. It reduces the distance between Jammu and Srinagar. Jammu and Srinagar now, these two are located in Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Our Prime Minister inaugurated this tunnel. So try to remember these things with these pictures. The next location in news is Kakrapar Atomic Power Project. In Kakrapar Atomic Power Project, there are multiple nuclear reactors. Recently, the third nuclear reactor has achieved its criticality. Criticality means it started its functioning and it is producing the electricity. Criticality. So why this is important? There are many other nuclear power plants. Why is this very important to us? It is because it is our first 700 megawatts electrical indigenously built pressurized heavy water reactor. Very, very important. 700 megawatts indigenously built pressurized heavy water reactor. Does that mean this is the only and first indigenous reactor? No, we had other indigenous nuclear reactors, but their capacity was limited, 540 megawatts only. Our earlier biggest indigenous nuclear reactor was in Maharashtra, Tarapur. Now this Kakrapar is located in Gujarat. Kakrapar project is in Gujarat. So that was launched India's first indigenous 700 megawatts electricity unit nuclear power plant. See, why this is significant? This is in news very much. Please read about it. This can be asked as an SNT question also. That's why I have added a slide here. Please read it carefully. Pressurized heavy water reactor technology has several safety features. See, in 2011, what has happened? Fukushima nuclear disaster has happened. So we don't want that kind of disaster to happen in our country with our pressurized heavy water reactors. That's why there are many new design features. Here, it uses thin-walled pressure tubes. Thin-walled pressure tubes in the place of large pressure vessels because it increases the pressure in case of any damage. That's why. So because of that, it results in distribution of pressure boundaries to a large number of small diameter pressure tubes. So in case of any accident, something happens, pressure reduces, because of that damage would be less. Apart from that, we have a specific feature here, that is passive decay heat removal system. What is this passive decay heat removal system? Decayed heat, that is the heat that is released as a result of radioactive decay, that can be reduced, that can be removed with this passive decay heat removal system. In the Fukushima nuclear power plant, this kind of system was not there. That's why when the pump failed due to tsunami, the nuclear reactor has experienced this meltdown. Meltdown is a technical word. So that's why this belonged to an advanced technology called third generation plus technology. It is considered one of the safest nuclear reactors. Kakrapar is located in which state? Gujarat. So now go through the map and see where the nuclear reactors are located in India. The next place that is in news is in Italy. We have Prosecco Hills. Prosecco Hills are in news. Why? Because UNESCO has declared Prosecco Hills as World Heritage Site. That is why this was in news. Prosecco. This is famous for wine. Please remember one point. Where is Italy located? And what is the type of climate that they experience over there? It is Mediterranean climate. Yes or no? In Mediterranean climate, citrus fruits are available. They experience winter rainfall. Yes or no? So that's why citrus fruits grow over there. That's why this particular place is famous for wine production. Prosecco wine is very famous over there. This particular hill area is declared as World Heritage Site by UNESCO. The next location in news is Kalapani. This we have read many a times. Yes or no? Almost all of you might know about it. Kalapani. Kalapani is a disputed territory between Nepal and India says that region is ours, Nepal says that region is theirs. So what is the conflict? Lipu Lake is a mountain pass nearby. So they say that the boundary, Kali River which forms the boundary between India and Nepal starts from Limpu Darya. That's the Nepal's claim. Nepal says it starts from Limpu Darya. So east of Limpu Darya is their territory. That's why they say that Kalapani is their territory. But India says, see, Kali River starts from here. So that's why this boundary is this. So east of it is yours. And Limpu Darya is not a measure to calculate Kali River. Kali River is main river. From Limpu Darya, yes, there are tributaries. But in the Sugali Treaty, remember this word? In the Sugali Treaty, the word mentioned is Kali River, not its tributaries. That's India's stand. Sarno? So please read about it carefully. This is important for our mains also. India-Nepal territorial dispute, and Nepal has passed a constitutional amendment including this Kalapani area in their territory. And that is very, very important for us. That region is very important for us because there is this place called Lipu Lake. On that side, this is China. That is China's Tibetan Autonomous Region. That's why this region is very, very important for us as a strategic border region. The next important location in news is Farzad. Farzad Gas Field. What is this Farzad Gas Field? This is located in Iran, and Farzad is the name of the gas field. Earlier, our ONGC Videsh Limited (OVL) it had the stake in this Farzad gas field, but Iran says now we are unable to give you. Please move out. So Indian government has confirmed that we are no longer involved in this particular project. It has gas reserves of more than 19 trillion cubic feet. That's why it is very, very important. Already our ONGC has invested $100 million in it. But because of the delay, etc., Iran said, no, you move out. And India said, okay, we are moving out. So that's why this was the news. Farzad gas field is located in which country? It is located in Iran. Where? Persian Gulf region, Farzad gas field. See, along with that, we need to know about these things, these few islands like Kashim Island, Laex Island. Very, very important. I am expecting a question out of these two. Kashim and Laex Islands, they both belong to the country Iran. And there is this strait called Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz is between which two countries? It's not between UAE and Iran. It's between Oman and Iran. This pink color one is Oman. So Oman and Iran, these two countries, they have conflicting EEZ, exclusive economic zone in the Strait of Hormuz. That's why this region is conflict prone region. And we know that in the past 1 year, because of the cancellation of USA-Iran nuclear agreement, there is a huge standoff or huge conflict in the Persian Gulf region, and Kashim and Laex Islands very, very important for this strategic movement, and Hormuz is an island in this particular region. So that's why the name Strait of Hormuz. And Bandar Abbas is a port over here. Bandar Abbas is a port over here. And there's one more port here, which is called Chabahar Port. Chabahar is a place in Iran. Beside that, in Pakistan, we have a port called Gwadar Port. So as a competition to China's Gwadar Port, India is developing Chabahar Port. Remember that. And the next issue in news, that is next location in news, is Chabahar Railway Project. From Chabahar Port to Afghanistan, we want to have connectivity. For that, connecting Chabahar port to the Afghanistan, and the last point is Zaranj in Iran. So for that we are developing, Iran and India combinedly were developing this rail project, Chabahar Rail Project. But recently India has been dropped from this project. Iran said we will develop it on our own because there's a huge delay from the India side. That's why we are dropping this project. So this is very, very important for us, because if we want to get connectivity with Afghanistan, even though we had direct connectivity, that region is under now Pakistan occupied Kashmir. That's why we don't have direct access now with Afghanistan. And this project is also important for the Central Asian connectivity. That's why this is important, and Iran has cancelled it, and Iran is slowly moving towards China. That's one of the reasons. See here, Chabahar Port and Gwadar Port. These are located where? Gulf of Oman. Very, very important. Gulf of Oman. The next important location in news is Rohtang Tunnel. Rohtang Tunnel in Himachal Pradesh. So Rohtang Tunnel was renamed as Atal Tunnel. So here in Jammu and Kashmir, we just saw that there's a tunnel which was named after Shyam Prasad Mukherjee. Now this tunnel is renamed after Atal Bihari Vajpayee. This is called Atal Tunnel. This is for providing all-weather connectivity to the remote areas of Himachal Pradesh and Ladakh. See, Himachal Pradesh, north of Himachal Pradesh is Ladakh. So to connect Manali with the northern portions, the government has proposed a Rohtang Tunnel, and it is building this tunnel. Maybe by 2025 or 2024 this tunnel might get completed. Now, as of now, this particular tunnel provides connectivity, road connectivity from Manali to Spiti Valley. Spiti Valley is located north of Himachal Pradesh. So during winters, etc., the connectivity with the Manali and other places with the Spiti Valley gets cut off. This Rohtang tunnel provides all-weather road connectivity. This is located in Pir Panjal range. Pir Panjal is a mountain range in Himalayas. So Pir Panjal range, so they are digging out the mountains and building these tunnels. Okay, Spiti Valley, above that we have Ladakh, Leh. So to these regions, it can provide the connectivity. That's why, who is building these tunnels? BRO, Border Roads Organization. Why BRO is involved? Because it is in the border region and it is strategically very, very important, not just for tourism. It connects our armed forces from various regions to Himachal Pradesh and Ladakh. That's why this tunnel project is very important strategically also. The next important location is in Japan. We have this Tanegashima Island. From this island, UAE's first Mars mission, that is HOPE mission, was launched. That's why this is in news. Tanegashima Island is located in which country? Japan. And HOPE mission is the first interplanetary mission from the Arab countries. So UAE is having many firsts in the recent years. So the first nuclear power plant of the Arab countries, that is the Gulf countries, Arab countries, and the first Mars mission from the Arab countries. The next important location in news is Bougainville. So this is a place in Pacific Ocean. Papua New Guinea is a country. So north of that country there is a particular island called Bougainville Island. This island wanted independence. Since last 20 years they were fighting with Papua New Guinea. And recently, last year, they went for referendum. In the referendum, people voted for independence. That's why it got independence. It got independence. Why is it so important for us? It is because this island is important for gold, copper and nickel. These important metals are there. And now, this Bougainville Island, this island is part of Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, Belt and Road Initiative of China. If you observe here, so this is very near to which country? Australia. That is why Australia is concerned about this particular development. Bougainville went for referendum and it got independence. And Beijing wanted to access its resources. It is a very small island. Remember, in the Pacific Ocean, there are thousands of small islands. This is a very small island. And the mineral wealth of this island is huge. Copper mine, Paguna copper mine is very, very important. So resources are there. China is increasing its influence. Australia is concerned about it. That's why this is in news. Bougainville Island is located in Pacific Ocean. Recently, it got independence from Papua New Guinea. It is important for gold, copper, nickel. The next important location news is Lonar Crater. Lonar Crater is in news. So let us see what is this. Lonar Crater, and the water in the Lonar Crater has changed its color and the water turned to pink color. Initially, we didn't know what has happened. Later, we got to know that haloarchaea is the reason for change of color of the water of Lonar Lake. Haloarchaea, it is called salt-loving microbes. These are salt-loving microbes. Because of increase in number of this, the lake has turned to be pink. Now, this Lonar Lake or Lonar Crater is formed out of the meteoritic hit. Meteorite hit that area because of that huge crater, and this crater has formed as a kind lake. So Lonar Crater is in Maharashtra. This is this region. This is Deccan Trap region. Asteroid hit. Remember that. The next important location in news is Kajin Sara Lake. Kajin Sara Lake is in Nepal. Recently, Nepal has discovered this particular lake. Earlier, we were considering Tilicho Lake as the world's highest lake. That means highest altitude lake. Now it has replaced it. Kajin Sara Lake has replaced it. If we remember, These mountains, Himalayan mountains, they have huge snow as well as glaciers. When they melt, they form lakes. And sometimes moraine is the waste or the boulders that wash away through the water when the glaciers melt, etc. They form the lakes. That's why sometimes we can find new lakes formed over a period of time. So that kind of lake is this Kajin Sara Lake, located in which country? Nepal. Earlier, what is the highest lake in the world? Tilicho Lake. Tilicho Lake is a freshwater lake. Kajin Sara Lake is also a freshwater lake. See, Kajin Sara Lake is a newly discovered lake, and now it is going to replace Tilicho Lake. It is located at an altitude of 5,200 meters. That means 5 kilometers from the sea level. So this is estimated to have 1500 meter long and 600 meter wide. Tilicho Lake is situated at the height of 4900 meters only. So that's why it is considered as, now this one, Kajin Sara Lake is considered as one of the world's highest lakes. Now the next important location is in news, that is Mariana Trench or Challenger's Deep. Why is it in news? Because astronaut and oceanographer Kathy Sullivan, she descended to the trench. She went deep into the trench. That's why this was news. So why is she the only one who went to till that depth? No, there are other people. But then as she is an astronaut, she went to the outer space and she went to the deepest point on the earth. That's why this is a very special thing, very special feat. That's why this is news. Kathy Sullivan, she has descended. She is the first American woman to walk in the space in 1984 and became the first woman and the fifth person in history to went into this Mariana Trench or Challenger's Deep. Where is this located, by the way? Challenger's Deep. It is located in Pacific Ocean near Philippines and our Japan. See, there are many other descendants. 2012, last person, and 2020, this person. So she is a NASA's astronaut. Try to remember these things with these pictures. Remember one more point. At that depth, 36,000 feet from the surface of the water, at that depth also, there's a life living beneath. So that you should remember. The next important location in news is Galwan Valley or Galwan River. This you might have read many a times, Galwan River and Galwan Valley. Galwan, India and China standoff, because of that this was in news. Galwan River has its source in Aksai Chin region on China's side of LAC, and it flows from east to Ladakh. And it meets Shyok River, very very important. It meets Shyok River and then it flows into India's side. Pongongso Lake, you remember Pongongso Lake, and then Galwan Valley, Galwan River. Please go through all the areas located in this particular conflict. Pangongso Lake, right? Galwan Valley, Hot Spring area. There are many areas in news. Please go through them carefully. The next important location in news is Luzon Strait. Luzon is a name. Luzon Strait is in news because China has conflicts with its neighbors. So this is a South China Sea region with Philippines, with Vietnam, with Malaysia. China has the conflict. On the eastern side, it has conflict with Taiwan. Luzon Strait is located between Taiwan and Philippines. And China claims that large part of South China Sea is its own. Parcel Islands, Spratly Islands, Natuna Islands. So likewise, there are many islands in South China Sea. China says these islands belong to China, and the exclusive economic zone surrounding 200 nautical miles from these islands belong to China. That's the conflict over there, but this was in news. Luzon Strait is located where? See, they won't ask where is Luzon Strait. They ask with other things. For example, they give match the following, or they give which of the above is correct, and then they give the matching things like Malacca Strait. Luzon Strait. Like that, they might give the matchings. Please go through them carefully. And South China Sea was also in news. Parcel Islands, Spratly Islands, Scarborough Shoal. So these issues are in news, so please go through it once. The next important location in news is Bailey Suspension Bridge. Where is this Bailey Suspension Bridge? This is built by the Border Roads Organization and it has opened the suspension bridge over the Teesta River in Sikkim. So why this is important? This is a project constructed under Project Swastik. Project Swastik is a project. Under that project, this particular bridge was built over Teesta River. Let us go through the map clearly. This is the bridge, and North Sikkim region, this is Luchang region. Luchang region, from this region, see if you see here, this is a Teesta River. This Teesta River flows through this particular region. So in this particular area, this has been built. The suspension bridge has been built. There are 4 districts in Sikkim, and this Bailey Bridge is built in the North Sikkim district. The last important location in this video is Barak Nuclear Plant. Barak Nuclear Plant, why this was in news? Barak Nuclear Plant belongs to UAE. It has achieved criticality. That means it started producing the power, and the electricity produced from this nuclear power plant is linked to the national grid of UAE. That's why it is very, very important. And UAE, all these Gulf countries, they have fossil fuel, oil and gas, they have abundantly. But then they are slowly shifting to nuclear energy. And as we know, as nuclear energy is a dual-use energy, that means they can use it for civilian purpose, they can use it for making bombs, that is military purpose. That's why this is a concern for the neighboring countries like Saudi Arabia. But from our geography point of view, where is this Barak nuclear power plant located? Coastal area of UAE. In the next session, let us understand 20 more places in news. The PDF of this session is placed in the description box. Please go through it once. If you have any queries, questions, doubts, please let us know in the doubt section. All the very best. Thank you very much.